Hi, how you doing? Welcome to Kickoff Labs live marketing chats. Give me one quick sec so I go ahead and finish setting up everything. Let me go and let everybody know in the chat that we're now starting. So I'll give it about a minute or so before I start the actual presentation. But if you are here, once again, welcome to Kickoff Labs live marketing chats. Today, we're actually doing a getting started series where you'll get all the basic knowledge you need to start benefiting from the Kickoff Labs platform. My name is Izzy Palmerin. I'm a technical marketing pro here at KickoffLabs.com, where on a daily basis, I help customers get the most from the platform and help them reach their marketing goals. Not only me, obviously we're part of a small team, but you may have had contact with me, Izzy, or maybe our founder, Josh, or maybe our support team, Shanna, or our technical team, Mike. So we have quite a few people here, but we are here to help provide best practices for you. If you're not aware, Kickoff Labs lets you quickly and easily set up refer a friend style giveaways, sweepstakes, product launches, all that good stuff. So we offer a bunch of handy features and tools to help you get a lot from your marketing efforts. And those tools include landing pages, email marketing, like refer a friend, personalized links, custom domains, all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm going to be running through setting up a campaign with Kickoff Labs. So basically, I'll be showing you around the platform. I'll be talking about campaign best practices and roughly how we would build and optimize a campaign in-house. I'll also be sharing what we call our campaign checklist, which is basically like a 4-step checklist letting you know all the things that we check right before launching an actual Kickoff Labs campaign. That way we know that campaigns are like officially ready to launch. So I'll go ahead and be sharing that with you within the next couple of minutes. Just as a teaser, so hold on a few minutes for that. I'll probably be giving that PDF document to you guys around the 20-30 minute mark. Right now it is 1:03 p.m. for me. Right now I'm on Central Time. Kickoff Labs, we are headquartered in Seattle, so for us it's officially 11 p.m. But I'm currently traveling, so 1 p.m. for me. So that's good. There is a whole bunch that I can actually talk about, but obviously I would love to tailor my advice specific to your business. So I do invite you to please go ahead and sign into the chat. Also send any questions that you have along the way, and I'll go ahead and do my best to answer them. So please go ahead, and I'll tell everybody, please sign into the chat. And Izzy will answer your questions. If we get no questions along the way, that's totally fine. I'll still go ahead and show the actual process of the campaign building and showing you guys exactly how we would build a campaign in-house. So looks like we have already guest 3213 that signed in. So thanks a lot for that. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and jump into building a campaign with Kickoff Labs. One quick sec. Go and make sure that everything is right page. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and just sign into the Kickoff Labs application. So this is my account here. Obviously, the first time that you sign in, you will be prompted to create a brand new campaign. So I'm going to be going through the campaign building process and showing you guys how I would basically optimize that too. And then I'll show you guys like some of my past campaigns. Really, these are a lot of example campaigns under here, but more importantly, I want to show you what the reports look like. So what you'll see once you start getting some leads. Okay. So first off, let's go ahead and start building a brand new campaign. So at any time, I can click the big Add New Campaign button, which is a big green button, and it'll take me through the campaign builder. This is just a quick process where you can actually tell Kickoff Labs, okay, I want to use this landing page, I want to use this thank you page, and it'll set it up for you. So it's really cool. But just in case you wanted to create like a brand new campaign from scratch, like completely empty, you still have that option here. I'll go ahead and name this campaign my cool demo campaign. I have a whole bunch of campaigns, so I'll give it a unique name. My cool demo campaign. So Kickoff Labs is going to ask me, how will people enter your contest? So we're using that terminology, contest, because really the best kind of results and the best kind of campaigns that we have seen of people and of companies using Kickoff Labs is when it's treated like a contest. And our tools are really, really great for that. I'll show you a little bit about how you can actually work it like as a contest, but I want to make it clear that you can treat anything like a contest. It could be a product launch. It could be a brand new Kickstarter contest. Well, I'm sorry, a brand new Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign that you're running. What you could do prior to that, prior to any kind of business launch, product launch, anything like that, you can actually run a contest around that to help grow your email list virally. And Kickoff Labs is a perfect tool for doing that. So during this first step, it's going to ask me, how do I want to collect leads? Because Kickoff Labs, one of our feature sets is the fact that we provide landing pages for you. So you can actually use a Kickoff Labs landing page. We also have lead forms that you can actually install, like a form, an embeddable form or a pop-up form onto your website. This would be the secondary option. And just in case you have your own custom design, like let's say you saw Kickoff Labs landing pages, but you're just not so crazy about them, or you have your own custom website already with an existing form on it already, you can actually use our what's called our AnyForm tool. Right here it says use my own existing forms. But what this lets you do, it lets you literally connect any form, like any third-party form. That could be a WordPress form, an Unbounce form, any standard HTML form. You can automatically connect that to Kickoff Labs just by dropping a simple script onto your page. And that will give you all the cool features that come with the Kickoff Labs account, just by dropping in a little script onto your custom page. So I just want to make that clear. You could use Kickoff Labs landing pages, or you could use your own website. And in this case, I want to just use a Kickoff Labs landing page because we have a whole bunch of great optimized landing page templates that are obviously built for conversion. So you can actually, I'll go ahead and click on the add on a new landing page option, and this will show me all of the landing pages that we have available. I could start a brand new one from scratch. Actually, this is just a small sample. If I wanted to see all of them, this is all the view all themes, and you can see all of the themes that we have. We have quite a few themes here. But you had the flexibility of just about choosing any theme, and you could customize it. Actually, I will show you in just a moment how easy it is to actually customize these landing pages too, just in case I wanted to add or remove certain elements from the page. That's totally easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and choose one of my favorite pages. I'll go ahead and choose the Harry Signs Up. I don't want to demo the page, but just in case I did want to demo this, I can use this demo button, really easy. So I'll go ahead and click that, and it scrolls me down. And the next step is actually asking me, do I want to add an exit intent widget? What is an exit intent widget? The exit intent is a pop-up form that is going to show, I'm pretty sure that you guys have seen those, once somebody's like mousing around on the page, and if the page reads that person is going to like mouse up and close the actual browser tab, this form exit intent pop-up will actually pop up over the page, and it'll provide a second opportunity to convert. Generally, I do like placing the exit intent because, as I mentioned, it's a second opportunity to convert visitors that probably weren't convinced by the copy on the landing page. The exit intent is a great way to provide like alternate copy, just so you can try to convince those people to sign up. So yes, I generally recommend using an exit intent, unless you're doing like some kind of like really long-term lead generation. You probably don't want to like be popping up a form pop-up in your visitor's face too often. But for a landing page, most people are gonna like show up to the actual page, or for a contest type of landing page, most people will show up to the page maybe once, maybe twice. So showing that exit intent, it's really going to help bring up your conversion rate. So highly recommend it. Alrighty, so I'll go ahead and click continue. Now, this is where the real magic of Kickoff Labs comes into play, where I get to choose a viral contest strategy that's going to encourage people to share on the thank you page. So once people sign up from through a Kickoff Labs landing page, or as I mentioned, through a Kickoff Labs form, through a Kickoff Labs exit intent, or if you installed our AnyForm tool, which remember lets you use literally any third-party form. If you install that, what will happen after leads sign up on any of those options, they will be automatically redirected to these viral thank you pages. And each of these viral thank you pages provides a different experience for your leads. So we do have several kind of like reward level thank you pages where people can actually earn different types of rewards. You can place like between 1 to 5 reward levels. These work really well if you're offering some kind of tiered discounts or maybe tiered prizes in the style of like a Harry's campaign. Maybe you guys have heard of Harry's razors, or maybe you've seen our own comfortable boxers, which is one of our past customers. Those kind of campaigns worked really well. So this is a really great type of page. And just so you know, most of these pages, because we're actually transferring them at the moment, but most of the pages right now, like most of these viral thank you pages, can be edited. So you can easily mix and match any of these like different elements. Like let's say you like this reward level, but you also want to kind of use a leaderboard. You could do that. You can mix and match it. That's totally possible. But yeah, I just want to show you actually like all of the different types of experiences that you can provide for your leads, and to actually gamify in a way your actual campaign, your contest campaign. This really helps to get a whole bunch more leads. So I highly invite you just to kind of take a look at the strategies of what some past customers have actually probably done. I'll show you some examples in a moment, and choose like the best one that you think will motivate your own customer base to actually not only sign up, because by this point they've already signed up, but to actually share and refer friends, because that's a really, really strong part of Kickoff Labs. We call it our viral boost, where most of our customers get at least 35% more leads through this viral boost. That means that at least 35% of people are referring friends. But we've seen campaigns go up to 99% referrals, like coming in through our viral boost, like through personalized links, through people clicking these personal links. So these work extremely well. And as I mentioned, I'll show you some examples in a moment. I'll go ahead and choose one of my personal favorite ones, and I'll go ahead and choose that Harry Goes Viral. Thanks, because I think it looks nice, and it's also customizable. I'll show you how I can customize it too in a moment. Now, let me go ahead and jump back into the chat for a second, make sure that there are no pending questions. Cool. So we still have some people in the chat. That's okay. They looks like they're following along, which is great. So, okay. So the next step is Kickoff Labs telling me, okay, you've completed the setup. Here's a summary of what I've created. And actually, I can start testing the actual contest itself, where it means these pages are already published. So here's my exit intent, because I was going to show you the actual domain name, but that means that it's live on a domain. Here's my exit intent, here's my page, and if I signed up, it'll automatically redirect me to a thank you page. And obviously I don't want to launch this right now. I need to customize this, but it just goes to show you that it's really easy to set up. And the referral part, you don't need to do any type of setup. That's automatically set up for you. Once people sign up through your page or through your form, they'll be redirected to a thank you page, or we still have something called that's called the inline thanks, which actually shows people a thank you on the same thank you page. I'm sorry, on the same landing page. But to be honest with you, the best results come from using a dedicated thank you page. So there's nothing that I need to set up. Here's my referral link. Like, this is my own personal referral link, the KOL ID. That's the special stuff. And I can see it here once again. And if I click to share on Facebook, I would obviously share the sign up landing page. But right now, I want to first jump in and start customizing this. There's no way I would want to launch this just like that. But let's go ahead and jump in and start doing that. So it's telling me next step, edit pages. All right. So I'll go to my dashboard. And it's kind of mapping me. All right, the next step that I got to do is edit my page. Alrighty. So I'll jump into the page editor itself, and this is our new drag and drop page designer, which, as I mentioned, is going to let you customize the page. It'll let you add elements. It'll let you remove elements. Customizing the elements is very, very straightforward. All you need to do is click into the section, and you'll start seeing some buttons that appear. So it gives me a chance to actually change the design. I can move it. I can change the formatting. You know, like, let's see if I want to change the actual text. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I can start doing. I could say like my amazing business is coming. Obviously, I want to be a little bit more specific. This is talking about a little bit more like copywriting best practices. When you are writing any type of copy for your campaign, for your landing page, for your contest, whatever, you want to keep it as little as possible. Try not to be so vague. And if you're telling people that like my business is coming, you won't want to miss out. Essentially, what you're telling people is that your business isn't coming. I'm sorry, is that your business or your product isn't ready yet. So just come back to the page later. So that's why we like to treat things as a contest. That's why we feel as if that those contest campaigns get far better results when you're telling people, okay, this is what the product is, as opposed to like telling my business is coming. Let's say I was offering like, let's say something really quick, fanny packs or something. Okay, like, because I have a customer that's actually selling, like, we have a brand new customer that's dealing with hip packs, which actually look cool. So I'll say like the coolest hip packs on the planet. And I might provide a cool background image. To change the background image, all I need to do is click the design tab, and I could switch to a background image. Let's say this was the hip pack. Okay, let's say I switch the image, and let's say this was the hip pack, but I wanted to create a stronger fade on that image. I can do that from the overlay. So I could fade it a little bit more. I could change the actual like overlay look. Let's say I wanted to make it a little bit more bluish in a way. So there's a ton of there's a ton of customization options that I have within the actual page. But going back to the actual copy, cool. Like, let's say that I'm selling like the hip packs, which we could call fanny packs, whatever. I'm not going to tell people sign up for early access. That's not really going to work. Unfortunately, it used to work, but people want something nowadays. Like they want to know what's in it for them now. So that's why telling them sign up for your chance to win, you know, a hip pack and the chance to, earn additional rewards. Boom. What is that telling them? That's like, that's secretly telling them, okay, this is a contest that's, you can enter to win. And also the chance to earn additional rewards. That's actually telling them, okay, so I can do something about it. It kind of gamifies it for them, like for the actual user, and the person reading this is going to say to themselves, okay, well, there are some, like, I can enter my email right now, and there's maybe another step that I might need to take to earn additional rewards. But it's telling people, okay, it's immediate. It's something you could do now, and it's not telling people, well, sign up for early access to get that doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. That's why we actually mentioned that, yeah, the contest campaigns work a lot better. Okay, so that's awful. That's an awful lot of good advice. I'll provide some more good advice in just a moment, and I mentioned I'll provide that some case studies and a checklist in just a moment. So it's almost at the 20-minute mark. So probably about like 25, 30-minute mark. So I'll try to fly through this a little bit quicker. One of the other cool things, like let's say you wanted to edit the form. As I mentioned, if you want to edit any section, simply click into the section itself, kind of hover around there, and see how I have this edit this form button. I can go ahead and add additional fields. So let's say I wanted to ask people for their first name. Okay, this would be the single line. Okay, I can ask them for their name, first name. Oops. Okay, so that's how I can easily add in those like sections. Okay, so I want to just keep it medium sized. Okay, and important, I want to go ahead and say first name and then email. So I'll click and drag these. I'll go ahead and click save form. And there we go. So it's super easy for me to actually customize the form itself. Same goes with the button. Just hover above the actual button itself, like the form button, and I have a whole bunch of options for customizing the look and the feel of the actual button itself. So customizing this page is a piece of cake. Let me show you how I can actually add brand new content too. Like let's say I wanted to add a testimonial section below here. Okay, I'll just click the add content button. I can filter through here and I'll go ahead and look for quotes. And I can see that there's a whole bunch of like quote styles. Let's see, let's find a nice one. Okay, I like this dual one. I'll go and just click and I'll drag it directly onto the page and I'll place it underneath there. And boom, and I have like a brand new testimonial section, which looks pretty good, and it's pretty nice on the actual page. Like let's say I wanted to change the design of it. Maybe there's a little bit too little padding at the top. Give it a bit more padding. Maybe a bit more padding at the bottom too. Oops. Alrighty. Yeah, looks good. And finally, let's go ahead and add a footer to it. So I'll just add just a simple, maybe, yeah, just a simple footer for now. So I'll put a simple footer at the very bottom. And there we go. And my page is pretty much done. Like I have my form. I added some brand new sections to it. I added a testimonial. I added a footer section to it. And the page looks pretty good. So what's the next thing that I could do? Obviously, it's the page right now is actually telling me that I can save the actual page, but saving it only saves a draft of the page. This is great just in case you want to make changes, but don't want to publish them live just yet. So I'll go ahead and just save it for now. There is the publish button. The publish button will actually publish those changes live to the internet. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and show you the preview button. So I can actually go from the preview itself, and I can preview this page in 3 different sizes. So the most popular sizes: desktop, tablet, and mobile. All I need to do is just click the different sizes, and it'll show me roughly what the page is going to look like on different devices. So I can optimize the page just a little bit. You saw that the testimonials looked a little bit weird. I can actually jump in and change the sizing just a bit too. So, okay, so what next? Oh, actually something else that's really important. Okay, so let me show you guys the page design. So this page design obviously is going to give you a whole bunch of options for changing the font styles and the colors of the page. The settings tab, this is a really important one. This is where you should really put the page title. This is what's going to appear in the actual browser tab, and what Google is going to read, as well as the meta description. And you should really, it's really important to fill out the Facebook settings, because essentially, since these are going to be shared on social, you know, we're trying to get referrals from these pages. The Facebook and the Twitter and the email, those are highly important to actually optimize and to get right. So in that campaign checklist that I'll be sharing with you in a couple minutes, those do provide some articles and some links for how to optimize the share title and for, you know, how to make it look good. So really important to put a really good share title, share description, share image. I'll just put a simple example one for now, but same goes for the Twitter. So people, once they share your link on Twitter, there will be something that's called the Twitter card that appears below those links, and same thing, you could put the title, description, and the card image, so it looks good. Okay, so and here actually this thanks tab, this is where I'm telling the page to send leads after they sign up. Right now I'm actually telling them to sign up on a thank you page, and this is all campaign wide. I'll show you in just a moment what I mean by that. But as I mentioned, just in case I wanted to keep them on the same page, there is this inline thank you message. But to be honest with you, the best results come from using a dedicated thank you page. But just in case you wanted to use the same page, you could do that. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and exit this page. So you saw me that I already clicked save. So I already have a draft of the page saved within KickoffLabs. But let's say it's already customized just the way that I want it. I want to go ahead and click publish, and this will publish it live to the internet. Okay, and it gives me the actual page itself. Obviously, right now it's published to a Kickoff Pages domain. I can add my own custom domain by going to the Custom Domains tab. You can see that I already have my own personal domain here. It is really easy to set up. All I need to do is make a quick CNAME change, add that to proxy.kickofflabs.com. And once I do that, I can actually publish a whole bunch of pages to the same domain name. So sometimes I see customers adding 2 or 3 domain names just to publish 2 or 3 pages. You can publish as many pages as you want under the same domain name, and I'm going to show you how. So right now, I currently have something published to my custom domain at iPalmer because it's Izzy Palmer. This is my custom domain. Right now, I have something published there, but I can still publish there. Check it out. So I'll go ahead and go to iPalmer, and I can publish it to a path. So because right now, I already have something published to iPalmer.com. Let's go ahead and give this one, I'll just say unique name because I don't know what else to name it right now. Once I click publish, I can see that quickly and easily. I already have this published to iPalmer.com, unique name, path, unique name. And same goes for the thank you page. I'll show you in just a moment that I can go to the thank you page and change it to a path as well. So it'll be like thanks or something like that. So really easy to actually do. Just in case I wanted to publish it elsewhere, I do have other options. You have the option to publish it as a Facebook tab. You have the option to publish to WordPress using our WordPress plugin, or you can also embed the page in what's called an iframe. This would be the download page option. This is where you want to like sometimes embed the page onto a third-party site. You can easily do that too. So, okay, so the next step, I want to go ahead and customize the thank you page just a little bit. Okay, so this thank you page is going to provide you roughly with the same experience as the previous landing page designer, where I can add brand new elements to the page. Like let's say, actually, I want to show you how you can mix and match those elements that I was talking about, like those viral elements. Let's say I wanted to add an additional viral element here. I'll go to viral sharing. And let's see what's available. Cool. So I have some viral buttons. I have the viral link available. I have a leaderboard. I have a wait list, and I have a referral tracker. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that I can add to this page. Like let's say I wanted to add the wait list too. So I have a referral tracker and I have a wait list. Yeah, this might be overkill, so I might get rid of one, but just to show you how easy it is to add and to basically like create your own custom version of your thank you pages. And if you actually happen to create a really cool one, show it to us. We would love to see anything interesting that you create, any kind of like novel and cool experiences that you create for your customers. But let me go just remove this one because, as I mentioned, it might be a little bit too much. But I can easily add in all kinds of different sections, viral sharing, all kinds of different, like if you click all, you can see all the sections that we have available, a whole bunch of things that you can actually add into your page. So I guess one of the most important things for the thank you page, as opposed to like just customizing the actual look and the copy of it and adding your own logo and stuff like that, once you click on, like when people click to share this, you want to be sure that you click edit share links. So you saw that I just clicked into the actual section itself, and there's a button that appears that says edit share links. Then you'll have these little pencil icons. It's really important to actually click into these icons and fill out the Twitter share text. So this, usually I like matching this with what you put on your landing page. So this is what people will see when they click, like this will be the actual tweet that people see when they click to share on Twitter, for example. Same goes for the email, like click the little pencil icon and edit that. And let me show you another cool thing that you could do. Like let's say I wanted to say like share on Facebook. See what, you'll see some magic in a moment. So I want to make that button stand out a little bit more. See how that button stands out a whole bunch more? Share on Facebook, and I could do the same thing for the Twitter ones. I could say like share on Twitter, and I could do share on email, and I can share, for example. So that's kind of what, like one of the things that I like to do, just to kind of make those buttons stand out a little bit more, since they're super important. You want people to click those buttons. So you can actually customize the call to action text. Super powerful, super useful. Let's say I wanted to add an additional share link. Like let's say I wanted to choose people to share on WhatsApp, because it's like one-to-one message sharing is super popular nowadays. So let's say I wanted to go ahead and introduce that. I'll go ahead and share on WhatsApp. What's going to happen is Okay, and I can add the text and everything. So what's going to happen is you'll see that like it'll tell me device support mobile only. I probably want to have it set to like mobile only to like or mobile on tablets, because people on desktop probably won't have WhatsApp installed, and if they click on it, nothing's going to happen. So I'll go ahead and just click mobile only. Well, actually, I'll have any now, just so you can actually see it. But we recommend using mobile only or mobile on tablets. But I'll click any just so you can actually see that it gets added on the page. So there it is. Cool. So um, I've added text to the buttons. You saw that I did a whole bunch of stuff to the page. I can add sections. I can start mixing and matching all these viral tools, which will make my page either super viral or maybe it'll just be overkill. So be careful with that. But you can see how easy it is to start customizing it. Let's say I wanted to like remove sections from the page. Like let's say I don't want this this big section here at the bottom. If I go to the page design and I scroll down, there's something that's called hide show sections. You see that I can easily just hide and show those sections. So, oops, I removed the entire page. But you can see that, yeah, it's really easy just to hide and show sections just in case you wanted to remove an entire section. Really easy to do. And the same goes for the landing pages as well. Okay, so that's all set. I want to make sure that I still fill out the page title, meta description, all this good stuff. Generally, I recommend using the exact same Facebook share title and description, and Twitter, and well, actually Twitter no, but Facebook share title, all that good stuff from the landing page. So just keeping it the same on both the sign up and the landing page. Obviously, you want people to share the sign up landing page, and when people sign up, this page, like this URL here right now says example, it'll start showing the sign up landing page. So it will always show people the correct link, and I'll show you how you can verify that too in just a minute. Alrighty, so I'll just go ahead and click publish so I can publish these changes live. And I want to show you that I could publish this thank you page to the same domain name. So let's go to iPalmrin and say, see, it's the same domain. There we go. We have the thank you page published to see it's the same domain. So we have iPalmer unique name. This is our our sign up page, and let me show you that it's still fully functional and still fully working. So if I sign up through the sign up landing page, I'll go to see it's the domain name, and boom, and everything is set up exactly how I want it. Obviously, I didn't customize the share links and like all that, so this will all be standard. But you can see that the page being shared is the sign up landing page with the unique link attached to it. So if anyone decides to sign up through this unique referral link, that the person that shared the link will get the referral credit for it. Cool. Alrighty. So the next step that I might want to do is jump into the actual emails. Now I know I'm going just a little bit long, so I'll probably be another 10 or 15 minutes before I share that checklist with you guys. So I'll show you the emails, but before I do so, I want to see if there's anybody else in the chat. Okay, no questions in the chat. As I mentioned, if there are any specific questions along the way, go ahead and ask them. And even if it's not specific to what I'm doing currently throughout the presentation, feel free to ask any kind of personalized question. Happy to answer and happy to provide best practices, focus, and geared towards your own business. Okay, so what'll happen after people sign up on the landing page? They'll be redirected to the thank you page, and the next thing that I want to make sure that happens is that people get that email sent to them. So Kickoff Labs offers 4 different types of emails. There's one that's called the verification email that works like a double opt-in email where people need to click a link to first verify. This is a really good practice, but generally we recommend doing that kind of like double verification, this verification email, when you have some kind of high value prize. If you like, here's my basic rule of thumb. If you're trying to get the highest quality leads, I recommend upgrading so you can use the verification email, because this actually does require a business account, but you will get the highest quality leads when you're using that verification email. And to actually turn that on, you would actually go to the advanced fraud prevention. So I went to the campaign dropdown, advanced fraud prevention, and these are tools that will verify any leads coming through. So I can tell them, yes, use verifications, and please please verify it. No? Okay, so So my rule of thumb is to use that verification email or the double verification email, whatever you want to call it, if you're trying to get the highest quality leads. If you're trying to get like in terms of numbers, just raw numbers, just trying to get as many people to sign up as possible, Kickoff Labs is also great for that because we let you do single opt-in, which is already how it's set up by default. So by default, you already have single opt-in where you can try to get as many leads as possible. And you can also filter through, like you can still clean up your leads later on. But what I want to make clear to you as well is that you saw the advanced fraud prevention. This means that it's all automatic. You could still do it for free, but it means that you would have to do it manually. And if you have like 1,000 leads or 10,000 leads, that can sometimes be a pain in the neck. So that's why we actually created this automatic service, which automatically prevents fraud for you, as opposed to you having to do it manually. But just in case you wanted to, you could still do it manually. That's not a problem. Okay, so as I mentioned, the steps, like the actual funnel flow or the steps of the campaign flow, would be landing page, thank you page, and then we would get an email. So I mentioned those 4 types of emails: the verification email, which is that double opt-in. Then the secondary email that goes out would be the automatic reply. So that's the one that goes out immediately after people sign up. We have something that's called the influencer email. This influencer email is an email that goes out every 24 hours if a person has gotten additional people to sign up for your campaign. So if I referred people, I'll get that influencer email. And incentive emails, those are goal-based emails. I'll show you in just a moment how powerful those can be. But before I do that, let me go and show you the automatic reply. This is what most Kickoff Labs emails are going to look like. Right now it's turned off, so I can set it to once or to always, depending on my campaign. And you'll see that there's some kind of links here, like these short links, these email tokens, we actually call them. This is actually going to render as share links to Twitter, to Facebook, to email, all that good stuff. And there are some additional links that you can actually place within some additional tokens that you can place within your emails within Kickoff Labs. So you can place dynamic customer information about your leads. So let's say you can place their like first name, just in case you were collecting it. And one of the things that I personally like to do is the check your status. So this is a link back to the thank you page. So I can go ahead and just copy and paste this. Copy and paste this into my Kickoff Labs email. I'll go and scroll back up. One of the things that I personally like to do is tell people, PS, be sure to check your status. And actually, I can customize this text here as well. I can say like, click here to check your status, and see how I customize it. First, I think it says like check your status. I could customize it, but I don't recommend placing any kind of exclamation points, any kind of punctuation. That's going to break it. So just keep it simple text. So you can tell people click your status, and that'll render as the link itself. So people can actually so they can easily go back to their thank you page to check their progress. So really important to actually do that too. Obviously, I want to go ahead and click Save Auto Reply, and if I want to set myself a preview, I can easily do that. And the incentive emails, why are these so important? Because if you notice, let me go and show you my thank you page. This has different reward levels. So I have a reward level for 0, and then I have a reward level for 5. I have another one for 10. Let's say I had another one for like 15, 20, whatever. I can actually use these incentive emails to notify people once they hit those certain referral goals. So I'll go and click add first email, and it's telling me that I need to put a postal address, which actually is required by the Can't Spam Act. Right now I'll put a phony one, but that's not recommended you do that. You'll actually get banned if you do that. So back to the incentive emails. So let's say I want to add a brand new email, and I want to notify people that after you saw that on my page, it was after 5 referrals, they get this prize level. So I'll want to set that up within the incentive email. I'll go and say, okay, after 5 referrals, this email is going to go out, and I can I could provide some kind of coupon code, or I can currently can't be any kind of dynamic code. It needs to be a static code currently, but we're working on dynamic codes. However, this can easily, like, I can easily just notify them, and if I wanted it to really be dynamic, it's easy. I could just choose to notify myself. So whenever somebody hits this referral goal, not only will they get an email, I'll also get that email, so I'll be notified about that. So I could reach out personally, or I could reach out and I could send them that special dynamic coupon code. I could do a whole bunch of stuff. So super powerful stuff. Highly recommended that you create referral levels. Actually, that you create incentive emails for all your referral levels. So I like to do them for like sometimes even like 3 or 4. So once they get to 4, you'll tell them like, okay, almost there. You're like motivating them. It's like, okay, 4. All you need is just one more to hit 5, and you'll get it. So that's a great way to actually use incentive emails too. Okay. So I'll go ahead and start sharing those resources with you guys. But before I actually do that, I apologize. Just one last thing. I just want to show you guys the campaign settings. So this is really important too. You can actually take a look at what pages are going to be shared when people click to share on social or via email. You could set that up here, just in case you had a custom URL you wanted to actually share. You could set that up through here. So it's the default sign up page for sharing, as well as the default thank you page after sign up. So this is the page that people will be redirected to after they sign up, and you could choose to do it always or to ignore. There's a whole bunch of options that you can do. So that means that you can have technically multiple thank you pages under a single campaign. So you could do a whole bunch of advanced redirects, and this is roughly where you would do that. Okay, so last thing, I want to show you guys what the lead reports look like. So once I start collecting leads, these are a whole bunch of like fake-ish kind of leads. So hopefully, it's just a whole bunch of test leads. But I want to show you what they look like. Once I start collecting leads, I can actually go to the leads drop down and click view leads, or I could click the view leads button here at the very top, and it'll take me to a nice like a column layout of my actual leads, where I can click into the actual lead card and see more information. I'll show you that in just a moment. And I could easily sort through the actual leads too. Like, let's say I want to see the leads with the most referrals. So I'll go ahead and sort leads by direct referrals. So I can see that Arun has 1 referral, and that means that he has a score of 1. The score is also customizable. I won't touch that too much, but you can customize it from the contest scoring. So I can see that this person already has 1 referral, and if I click view card, I could see who he's referred. Okay, so he's referred this test email, which is totally okay. But I could see his referrals, and I could see the person's unique link, where he signs up, all that good stuff. And something that you're probably noticing, like you're noticing that it says Arun Padayachi, and then this guy says Kevin Chua, Mark Tobin. What's going on there? Like, why am I seeing this person's image here, and why am I seeing the fact that like his social profile is a male, his biography, all this stuff? Why is it happening? It's because we're actually pulling in we're actually pulling in publicly available information, social and demographic information about your leads. This is something that's called Magic Contact Data, and it's available to, I believe, premium plans and above. So this is going to actually put a name and a face and a biography on your leads, on most of your leads, not all your leads, because as I mentioned, it needs to be publicly available information. But most people do. So you'll actually get a face to the name, and all we were asking for was an email address. So from the email address, we were able to pull their first and their last name, and we could see all this demographic information. Hi there, I'm Dina. I'm majoring in international marketing. Cool stuff, like super cool. And all we needed to ask for was an email address. That's really, really cool. So I wanted to show you guys that as well. So, okay, so winding down, there's a whole bunch more that you could do with Kickoff Labs. But as I mentioned, I'll go ahead and just share that checklist with you, just to make sure that you guys have that, what we would call perfect framework for launching your campaign. So I'll share this within the actual chat. It looks like we have a question, which is great, and I'll answer that question, and then I'll show you guys some customer showcase pages, actually some example pages. Okay, so guest 3213 is saying, I'm a novice using an old notebook computer from about 2011. Will that be a problem? No, it shouldn't be a problem. Just as long as you are just as just as long as you're using an up-to-date version of a web browser, Google Chrome, Safari, Firefox, that should work well with you. I mean, just as long as it is an up-to-date and stable version, should be no problem. And as a beginner, should I stick to your background image? Well, we have a whole bunch of background images that you can use. We have an entire library, so you can feel free and use those. If you don't find anything that you like, there's a whole bunch of other sites that you can actually pull from. Let me actually share a link with you. One sec. Hold on, background image. We actually have a great article that's actually the ultimate guide to finding the perfect background image. So you'll actually be able to find a great image using that link. And there's also some links to some resources where you can actually find and download background images, okay? Just in case you don't want to use ours. Okay, so lastly, this is going to be my last little pointer and piece of advice. I highly, highly, highly invite you guys to visit KickoffLabs.com/showcase. This is going to be where you'll see a whole bunch of customer case studies and people who are using Kickoff Labs to run their referral contests. And you'll see a whole bunch of like different examples, as I mentioned. Ones that I really, really recommend diving into would probably be the Glowforge. Also, the Solo Eyewear is going to provide some really, really great advice, as well as the Cube. So, I mean, obviously, you could go through all of them. They all provide some really good advice, but these are going to be just a little bit, a touch more thorough. If you scroll through and you'll see something that says, like, be sure to read the full blog post, you'll see that it's a much more thorough blog post, providing best practices, providing examples, and providing some great advice as to how you can use Kickoff Labs and how past customers have used Kickoff Labs to really excel at the type of like contest campaign that we recommend using. So yeah, so visit kickofflabs.com/showcase. Take a look at Glowforge, the first one, the Solo Eyewear, the one with the dog in the image, and the Cube, as well as any other one that catches your eye. Feel free to take a look at any of our customer showcases. So hopefully I've answered all of your questions. Let me go ahead and share this in the chat as well. But if you do have any additional questions, please feel free to email support@kickofflabs.com. And since you've bared with me throughout this entire 48 minutes, you can also email me direct. So once again, my name is Izzy, and my email is Izzy, that's IZZY, Izzy@kickofflabs.com. So feel free to email me directly, and I will do my best to ensure that your campaign is as big a success as our past customers. So thank you very much for watching, and we will see you all next week. As a matter of fact, next week we're going to be doing landing page reviews, which we actually do like bi-weekly sessions where we provide page critiques on our customers and non-customers alike. So I invite you guys to sign up for that. Let me go and share that URL with you guys as well. The date probably hasn't been updated, but feel free and sign up. That's not a problem. And show up on the date of, which should be next week, like next Thursday at 11 a.m. and we'll review your pages. Okay. Thanks a lot and have a great afternoon.